Blackpink, Rosé. Along with a long list of achievements, each member of Blackpink has also gradually formed their own style. Even though they're all pretty and talented girls, there still exists a chart for their popularity, and surprisingly, Rosé stays the last. Maybe a lot of people will say it should be Jisoo, since Rosé has more followers on Instagram, but this is not all of the issues. Let's look through some more evidence. A YouTube channel called Kpop Ranking has made a video compiling all the statistics from Google Trends, Twitter Trends, Poll, and other social media platforms since 2016 to answer the question, who will be the least favorite member in Blackpink? And below is the answer. Each country will have different results, but on a worldwide scale, we have Rosé staying in the last place. In Japan, Rosé only has 5,865 votes. In Thailand, the result is a little bit better. In Taiwan, in the Philippines, in Indonesia, Malaysia, in Turkey, she has 44 votes more than Jisoo. In France, and in the United States. The brand reputation shows how many searches a person had in the past month. And in this list ranking the most searched idols in the past months, while Jennie, Lisa, and Jisoo were all on top, Rosé even ranked lower than Red Velvet, Seulgi, and Irene. In a Quora topic, some blinks also agree that Rosé is the least famous member in Blackpink. One of the reasons included was because of Rosé's elegant style, since Blackpink was promoted to be a group with such a girl crush dark and cool vibe. However, after the solo debut of Rosé, she has gained a lot more fans. And considering she is a member of Blackpink, the most famous K-pop female group, her popularity is still overwhelming, with more than 40 million followers on Instagram and more than nearly 400 million views for her solo MVs. BTS J-Hope. Although BTS is now a worldwide famous sensation, the 7 members don't have the same levels of popularity. According to the compilation of a YouTube channel from all the Google Trends, Twitter Trends, Poll, and other social media platforms since their debut in 2013, we have J-Hope as the least famous member in BTS. In South Korea, J-Hope stays the last with only 9% of searches. In Thailand, in Singapore, in Hong Kong, J-Hope continues to rank last. In Australia, he even drops down to 8%. In the United Kingdom, in Germany. On a worldwide scale, J-Hope is still considered to be the least famous member, with only 8.9% of searches. On a topic on Quora asking ARMYs for their opinion about which member they would choose to be the least famous one in the group, most of them also agree that it's J-Hope. Some surveys in Tumblr or Gallup also show that the popularity of J-Hope in the group is considered the least. There's no clear answer for this, since J-Hope is a talented and responsible singer, rapper, and dancer. On the other hand, he also has a fun personality, with a great sense of humor. Some have said that it's because his rap style is kind of laid back, or not unique enough to be outstanding. However, considering BTS is the most popular K-pop group, it's not a big problem for J-Hope to be the least famous member, as he is still famous worldwide. Twice, Chaeyoung. Twice is definitely one of the most powerful groups in the industry, with tons of awards and an overwhelming amount of fans all over the world. Each member with their own charisma also has a different position for their popularity rank. Kpop Ranking has collected the scores for each member through Google, Twitter, and other social media platforms to show who is the most famous girl in Twice and who is the least. Throughout the years, Chaeyoung and Jungyeon took turns for the last position. However, on a worldwide scale, Chaeyoung is still the least famous member. She only gets 502 points in South Korea, a better score in Japan, but still stays in the last position. In Thailand, she's only 1 point less than Jungyeon. In the Philippines, she stands right behind Momo by only 4 votes. In Indonesia, she stays 4 points behind Jungyeon. In Germany, the result doesn't get better in Brazil. However, Chaeyoung gets more attention in the United States. Apparently, she stays the last position on a worldwide scale. Their fans also agree that Chaeyoung is the least famous member in Twice, since she's as good at rap as the main rapper, but doesn't get enough promotion or prominent parts. It is an undeniable fact that Chaeyoung didn't get enough push in her career from the company to make her stand out with the group. Fans think it is about the marketing strategy of JYP, since her debut until now. Most of them are so sorry for this talented girl because she doesn't get what she deserves. Chaeyoung gets 0 to very little solo rap line in most of the songs, which makes her not recognizable enough to non-fans. Chaeyoung only got 9.5 seconds of line distribution in Cheer Up. She still stays the last in The Best Thing I Ever Did, with only 8.7 seconds. another hit when she didn't have much to show off her vocal, with only 8.6 seconds in TT. However, Twice is now a worldwide K-pop group, and their popularity has grown so fast and strong since their debut. Chaeyoung may be the least famous member in the group, but her popularity is still overwhelming compared to a lot of other idols and groups in the industry. NCT Kun. After 5 years of their debut in 2016, each member of NCT has formed their own style of singing, acting, dancing, and even fashion to attract more fans. However, depending on the different cultures of each nation, their popularity ranking will also not be the same. The statistics from Google, Twitter, and other social media platforms were compiled to show how their popularity changes over the years. The result shows that Chaeyoung mostly stays at the first, and Kun sadly often ranks last. Kun doesn't have a good result in South Korea, with 2% of votes. A little bit better in Japan. And in Thailand. Things start to turn for the worst when he stays last in the Philippines. Same result in Indonesia, with only 2.3% of votes. And the same thing goes with Malaysia. On a worldwide scale, he stands at the last position. Kun appears in 2 subunits in NCT, which are NCT U and WayV. He joined NCT in 2018, but didn't get a fixed unit until the debut of WayV, making him the leader and main vocalist. However, there's a popular opinion among NCT fan club saying that WayV is the least famous unit, since they mainly work in China, and their songs are mostly sung in Chinese. On another hand, as a heartwarming leader, Kun usually tries his best to help and assist his members with their products. Thus, Kun's position in the group doesn't help push his reputation that much. In a Quora topic, Kun is usually considered to be the least famous member of all. In the Reddit question section, a lot of fans also have the same opinion. Although Lucas and Ten are also in WayV, their popularity is a little bit stronger, since Ten got to debut first, and Lucas had more chances to take part in several famous reality shows in China. However, Kun is one of the strongest vocalists in NCT, with such an angelic and elegant voice that can definitely give him more chances to prove himself in the future. WayV is also getting more attention, so we can surely hope that in the future, his fanbase and popularity will become stronger. Itzy Yuna. With all the catchy songs and powerful choreography, Itzy has successfully formed their own unique brand in K-pop. They're even considered to be the group with the best dance performances ever by the experts. Throughout the years, each member also has their own style of singing, dancing, and fashion. Therefore, their popularity will not be the same. We also found a compilation that has collected votes and scores from Google, Twitter, and other social media platforms to see who is the most and least popular in Itzy since their debut until now. Surprisingly, Yuna mostly stays in the last position. In South Korea, she is better known than Leah. In Thailand, her scores didn't change much since their debut. In Vietnam, Yuna is left so far behind from Ruchin. In the Philippines, she continues to rank last in Indonesia. In Malaysia, gladly, Yuna has a pretty good score in Taiwan. But in Brazil, Mexico, and the US, she always stays at the bottom of the chart. And finally, on the worldwide scale, Yuna got the lowest score for the popularity. This is quite an unexpected result, since fans usually think of Chaeyoung or Leah to be the least popular in the group. Apparently, a lot of people don't think Yuna is the least popular member, since she has such a nice personality, an astonishing height and body shape, as well as an outstanding visual. Maybe the reason here is that people usually think of her as a cute and bubbly magne, which probably causes her not to fit in with their desired image of a girl crush hip-hop group. However, Itzy has only debuted for 2 years, and there will be a long road ahead for them, so we have all the rights to hope for a better future for Yuna's reputation, as well as the other members, since they are all talented and pretty. So, which idol do you think deserves more attention? Comment down below to share your thoughts with us. Also, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to BeBoss TV for more great content. Thank you for watching.